I'm Ryan. We're here to interview today. We're here at Roots BJJ Hawaii, and we have Ruben. Ruben just started today, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, Ruben?
I'm Ruben. I'm 27, and I live here in Hawaii. I'm in the military.
Okay. So today was your first day?
First day, zero experience. I bought this brand new gi Friday.
Awesome. Good you came with a gi. How do you hear about us?
So I trained here at Mango Tree with Muay Thai, and I saw that the classes have adult gi BJJ, so I just decided to come.
Any experience grappling, wrestling?
No grappling.
Judo?
None. Zero.
Mostly Muay
Zero
Thai,
experience
then.
with grappling.
Okay.
Just Muay Thai.
Well, having that being your background, what did you think about your first day?
It was very different, very intricate. There were a lot of little things and angles, and if you just switch that up, things felt different.
The technique today was the Barata Plata, and even for me, I've been doing this for a while. It's a fairly, I would say, not complicated, but definitely not a first day type of lesson. But how do you think you did?
I don't know. I don't have any reference.
A little bit lost in the sauce?
Oh, definitely lost in the sauce.
Were you able to at least execute to where guys are feeling the torque on the shoulder?
Yeah. We spent a couple rounds doing that, and then just honing in on like moving your hip and then trying to bring their shoulder to the ground and twisting. Yeah, it took a minute, but I think eventually I had an idea what I'm doing. Wouldn't say I executed it well, but I had an idea.
Having not any prior experience with jiu-jitsu or grappling of any sort, were you familiar with Brazilian jiu-jitsu or just jiu-jitsu as a practice?
I've seen competitions. I've seen the UFC and MMA since it's been a lot more popular recently. That's about all my experience.
So was it something you were interested in, and it just so happened to be where like maybe Crew Rich or some of the guys over at Mango Tree just mentioned to come over, and you were just looking for the right opportunity, or did you kind of just said, hey, you know what?
Yeah, I just said, hey, you know what? I took today off, and I wasn't really doing anything, and I had the interest previously, so I knew I was going to have the day off. I bought the gi, and I just showed up.
Well, buying a gi before you got here, that kind of at least tells me a little bit that you at least have invested in it.
Oh, I fully intend on coming more often.
Good. You said you're in the military. Did you guys learn the combatives version of jiu-jitsu? I think that's part of basic, no? Self-defense, though, you guys do some.
Very little. I was in the Air Force. We don't really go over that.
Brainiac. Ah, that's it. Those are the smart guys. Just say it. Just say of all the armed forces, you guys are the smart guys. No. Okay, so was your experience good today?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Did you participate in the live rounds?
Yes. I had no clue what I was doing. It was a little bit awkward, but I still participated.
That's how it is for all of us. The professors at the top of the line, all the way to, like yourself, you're probably the newest guy here. We've all been there. Just stick with it, and time will tell. But the one thing is consistency, right? If you come on the mat a lot and just keep coming back, it gets easier and easier. And pretty soon, if you were watching Dylan's interview, things start to work. One day it's like it all clicks, and now you have new goals, right? With regard to jiu-jitsu, though, I know that, like we keep saying, you just started, but are there any immediate goals you have for yourself?
Immediate goals? I haven't thought about goals. Well, we learned the triangle today, and then what was the other one we learned?
Barata Plata. It's basically a shoulder lock from guard.
I just want to learn more, basically. I guess that would be the goal. It's pretty vague, but I think that's an attainable goal. Just learn more, get the repetitions in.
Maybe tell me your feeling about, on our team, we're relatively all the same size, but there's bigger guys, smaller guys. Do you think that plays a part in maybe intimidation, or maybe not? Maybe you see it as a challenge. How do you view that?
I'd go with the latter end of that as a challenge. Yeah, not everybody's the same size, so you just gotta take it how you get it, right?
One of the few things, right, about jiu-jitsu is that at a certain point, the size becomes less of a factor. In the beginning, it's a huge factor because apples to apples, skill to skill, The bigger guy usually has a little bit extra than you. Did you experience any, say, cardiovascular deficits today?
Not really. I think with the weight training that I do and the Muay Thai that I do, I wasn't too tired. I mean, I got tired, but I wasn't gassed.
Yeah, you guys over there at Mango Tree, they run it pretty hard, so your cardio is probably up there pretty darn good. Do you compete in Muay Thai?
No, I've only been doing it for I think a year now.
Oh yeah.
I thought about it. I just haven't decided.
Do you live in the area?
Yeah, I live in Pearl City, not too far from here.
Oh, that's really good then. So proximity is good for you.
That's why I come here. It's really convenient.
I guess today's being your first day, how's your experience been with meeting the guys?
It's been fun. Everybody is very relaxed, chill. The music's good.
How do you feel after practice as far as like, are you tired? Are you not tired?
I'm tired.
Do you think the practice was adequate for someone who's beginning?
I think so, yeah. It wasn't too hard. It was difficult in the sense that I didn't know what I was doing, but I was still open to the experience.
With regard to one thing we're kind of widely known for, or at least is a noticeable factor in our training, is our half-hour warm-up. With regard to the warm-up, not necessarily the difficulty level, but were you able to kind of grasp all the different techniques we do during the warm-up, say the forward, reverse rolls? Shrimping's kind of hard for some people who haven't had a lot of experience with it.
Yeah, so there were some movements I had really no clue what to do, so I had to watch them do it a couple times, and then I did it. And then when we were doing the free rolls, I had noticed that already some of the things that we had just done in the warm-up were integrated into the rolling. So I was like, oh, that's cool. We're just doing more and more repetitions to get the basics down. I thought that was pretty neat.
Having now we've been cooled down for a little while, any joint pain, any injuries, anything sore? That's a good sign. And you're 27, you said? So yeah, you're pretty young, so you'll be able to recover fairly quickly. You'll notice a lot of the older guys were a little more banged up. They just suck it up, right? That's how it is in every industry, I guess. But a physical endeavor like this one, you end up getting banged up a little bit. You'll get over it quick. You're probably not even feeling that way, you know, having come from the military and stuff. You know, you just gotta sink or swim, right? Yeah. And most guys with a strong determination and some grit, they flourish here. But I will say, I mean, it's a weed out kind of hobby. It's not for everybody, but just from our small interaction right now, I can tell that you're vested. You know, time will tell where you are in a year. Hopefully we'll be able to interview you again and see an update.
That'd be cool.
You know, see your neck tats, your knuckle tattoos. You'll have finished your contract with the Air Force, so just West Side moped out, you know. Yeah. Say something to the people watching, and we'll close up this interview, man.
Thank you very much. If you're thinking about doing jiu-jitsu, just go and do it. Stop thinking, just go do it.
Good, well said. Thank you very much, man.
Thanks.
Thanks.